and Chong have defined an era with their irreverent satirical comedy routines, and they've produced 9 hit comedy albums, 8 films over the past 4 decades. And tomorrow they're performing at Foxwoods right here in Connecticut. And joining us now is the iconic actor, best-selling author, and award-winning comedian, Tommy Chong. How are you, Tommy?
Hey, you forgot Dancer.
What's that?
You forgot Dancer.
Oh,
Dancing with the Stars.
that's right, Dancing with the Stars. Tell us a little bit about that experience. First of all, I have to ask, were you using a little bit of cannabis before the show?
Absolutely not. No, actually, I quit for the duration of the show just so I wouldn't be able to, so I could remember what I was doing.
Now, we're showing a little bit of video here of your performance throughout the show. Did you expect to get that far throughout the show?
To be honest with you, I knew I would get to the finals.
Really?
I didn't think I didn't plan on winning it, but I knew I'd get to the finals because I had such a following.
Mm-hmm. Now, were you always into dancing, or was this really your first experience?
No, I've been dancing for a long time. My wife got me into dancing. She started taking salsa by herself, and I got a little jealous, so I had to learn. In order to hang with her, I had to learn how to dance. So it took me a couple of years, but I learned how to dance salsa, and then I've been trying to dance tango for about 12 years now.
Well, we have a lot of dancing demonstrations here on the show. You're definitely better than anybody right here on the set. But in 2012, you were, of course, very public about battling prostate cancer and talking about the cannabis treatment. Can you tell us about how that affected your cancer and your treatment overall?
Well, I saw that Rick Simpson oil on YouTube, where he had effectively used the cannabis to treat his melanoma. And so I thought, wow, this might work for prostate too. And so I consulted with some experts in Victoria, BC, Dr. Neil McKinney. And we've been experimenting with the suppositories, because of the prostate is located in the suppository area, and it's been very effective. Along with along with exercise and change in diet. That's the most important part of any kind of medical treatment, diet.
And now you're obviously a big activist for cannabis. What do you have to say to people who are naysayers or think that it should not be legalized throughout the United States?
Light up and shut up.
All right.
Just try it. I mean, the great thing about cannabis is that you don't have to do it. It's not addicting. People do it because they want to do it. And that's the greatest thing about cannabis. In fact, I used pot to get off my cigarette habit. I used to smoke cigarettes when I was 20 years old. And I was, a heavy smoker, but then I used cannabis. And every time I felt like a cigarette, I'd light a joint. And next thing you know, I didn't feel like, and then I'd forget to get high. And so my cigarette addiction was gone.
Now, Tommy, you have an upcoming show this weekend at Foxwoods. Can you give us a little preview of what to expect?
Well, it's with War. Is that correct?
Huh?
The band War is going to be there?
Yes, they'll be at Foxwoods. It's this weekend.
Yeah, because there's 2 shows. There's a Cheech and Chong show without War, and then there's one with War. And the one with War is really fun because we do a little bit of music. Well, first of all, my wife Shelby opens the show, and she does about 20 minutes of a lot of very hip stand-up comedy. And then she introduces Cheech and I. We come out and we meet and greet the audience a little bit. We have a little informal discussion with them. And then we bring War out on the stage and we show off our musical abilities. And then War takes over for a while. And then Cheech and Chong come back with some very iconic bits, like Pedro and Man and Dave's Not Here and all those good bits that made us famous. And then we joined together at the end of the show for a big finale and a dance. I show off my dancing skills a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You got to flaunt them a little bit. Well, it's going to be a great show. Again, it's tomorrow at Foxwoods. Tickets are available at foxwoods.com. Tommy, thank you again for joining us here today on CT Style. We appreciate it.
Are you sure you don't want to get high? I got some right here.
I'll have to pass. I'll plead the fifth on that one.
Okay, I'll bring you some.
All right, thanks.
Okay, man.
Woo!